The theories surrounding who the new Ghostface will be in Scream 7 have already begun, but one former star shouldn't return just to play the killer, due to a villainous twist in a recent horror movie. The upcoming installment in the Scream film series will be directed by Kevin Williamson, who created the popular slasher franchise and previously wrote the scripts for Scream, Scream 2, and Scream 4. Christopher Landon was supposed to helm Scream 7, but following Melissa Barrera's controversial firing and Jenna Ortega's exit from the movie, Landon also stepped away from the production. After all the forced and unforced exits from Scream 7, Neve Campbell announced she would reprise her role as Sidney Prescott in the 7th installment in the Scream franchise. It seems as if the reworked script includes Campbell playing a significant role in the story, but other than that, not much else is known about the upcoming Scream film's plot or cast, whether it will be full of returning players or new characters. However, with the news of Campbell's return came a popular fan theory regarding the identity of Ghostface in Scream 7. Patrick Dempsey has to return for Scream 7 alongside Neve Campbell. Patrick Dempsey plays Mark Kincaid in the Scream franchise. If Neve Campbell returns as Sidney Prescott in Scream 7, Patrick Dempsey must reprise his role as Mark Kincaid alongside her. As some may recall, Dempsey's Mark was introduced in Scream 3 as the detective investigating the string of Ghostface murders on the set of Stab 3 in Hollywood. Mark was posed to the audience as one of the Ghostface suspects, but the killer ended up being Roman Bridger, who was also Sidney's long-lost half-brother. After stopping Roman's reign of terror, Scream 3's ending showed Sidney, Mark, Dewey, and Gail gathering at Sidney's house, implying that Sidney and Mark were dating. Flash forward to Scream 2022, which takes place 25 years after the original Woodsboro murders. Sidney and Mark are married and have 3 kids. Dempsey does not reprise his role as Mark in the 5th installment in the Scream franchise, but Campbell appears as Sidney, in a supporting role, and she confirms her marital and parental status. As a result, Dempsey should return in the upcoming Scream film to make up for his absence in the 5th one, and Campbell's involvement with Scream 7 means that the chances of Dempsey appearing are very high. One of the more exciting theories regarding Ghostface's identity in Scream 7 is that Patrick Dempsey's Mark Kincaid will be the man behind the mask acting out the killings. He likely wouldn't be a suspect, seeing as he is the husband of the famous Sidney Prescott. So, revealing Mark as Ghostface would be unpredictable and shocking, that is, until Dempsey's character, Sheriff Eric Newland, surprisingly turned out to be the killer in Thanksgiving's ending. All along, Newland had been John Carver, a masked murderer who targeted those who had been involved in a Black Friday stampede that killed numerous people. Thanksgiving premiered in November 2023, so Dempsey's portrayal of the antagonist in a slasher film is fresh in the audience's minds. Plus, the 2023 horror movie followed a similar plot structure to the Scream franchise, with the reveal of the killer's identity saved for the final act. Consequently, if the upcoming Scream film decides to go the same route by making Dempsey's character the murderer, it would almost be too obvious that Mark is Ghostface. While Mark as Ghostface was previously a thrilling direction for Scream 7 to take, Thanksgiving ruins the surprise.